Kalei Adolpho came into the game, she automatically started altering the shots of the Pioneers, and their point production started to really fall off.
Yeah, her height is definitely affecting the Pioneers right now, and I think she's doing a great job. I'm really proud of this freshman just coming in, and she's putting a lot of effort and doing good things for the team.
Yeah, she's being physical, and I'm so proud of it. Hawaii girl. She's just being physical. Her height is bothering Murdoch, so they started Jackson on Murdoch, and she was scoring a whole bunch of points. But with Kalei in there, the long arm, she's shot blocking. She's doing such a great job. She's showing no fear, and that's what this team needs. It's fresh. I like it.
All right, so Hawaii, they were down 10. They're back within 3. We'll see if they can pull it closer and take the lead in the second half. We'll be back with Jim Leahy and Lori Santee at courtside as the halftime continues and the blimp flies inside the Stan Sheriff Center.
32-29 as we begin the second half.
Good look at Eric Johnson. He, of course, a very good basketball player in the early 90s at the University of California, San Diego. He's put together a good staff and had some success here at Denver University. Went to the WNIT for the first time last season. And they're picked first in the Sun Belt West Division this season. And the East Division is Middle Tennessee State, who's pretty much dominated the league over the past few years.
Denver has had 3 starters and 7 letter winners returning on this team. So the experience is there. Pass stolen away by Smith. Long pass. Michelle doesn't get it to fall. And the rebound goes to Kamilah Jackson.
That was a great pass from Smith, and Michelle trying to do a little too much with it at the end. Probably should have just gone up with her right hand. Good chase down by Kamilah Jackson.
Just underway in the second half. Hawaii down by 3. Bello. She hits, and Hawaii is down by 1.
So all the attention that's getting paid to the post players, and rightly so for the Wahine. It's Bello who's reaping the rewards.
Shot up and not good that time by Van Riper Rose. Long rebound comes off to Denver, however. Shot is up by Shell. That won't drop. Put back Michelle. No. And here comes Hawaii with it. Campanero. Campanero, the best thing that she can do is be a pest. And that's what she's done on occasions in the first half. The Gallicat, no, from far away. Smith with the rebound. Long pass to Michelle, out in front. Does she get this one? No, she doesn't. The Gallicat with the rebound, quickly to Campanero. Campanero's quick pass underneath. The shot is up and in by Kamilah Jackson. And Hawaii leads 33-32.
I'll tell you what, Michelle has been wide open the last 2 times down at court. The lefty just not getting it to fall. And fortuitous for the Rainbow Wahine, and they have scored on their side.
Van Riper Rose gets it underneath to Murdoch, and Murdoch is able to put it up and in. She already has 16 points just at the start of the second half. Denver teeter-totters back into the lead, 34-33. Arbuckle. It will drop.
Brianna Arbuckle, that may be just what she needs to spark her game offensively. Has scored no points up until this drive, and it wasn't an easy basket, but that good roll may ignite Arbuckle here in the second half. Let's take a look at it. She anticipates the contact, but finishes the play, and a younger Brianna Arbuckle would not have looked to make that basket, and she does. It falls, and she has a chance at a 3-point play.
Morgan Shell called for the foul. Arbuckle at the line. That won't go. Murdoch with the rebound quickly to Smith. Smith, Michelle. Finally, it goes by Michelle. Hooks it up, and wait a minute. Now they say no. That's going to be an offensive foul.
She had great position on Tagalikad. Let her down there, post down there real easily, was caught behind, but Michelle, I think they're going to call a travel here. Is it a travel or the, yeah, moved her feet. Good call.
Okay, it's a travel instead of a foul. Hawaii with it. Underneath, Kamilah Jackson up and in, and a foul is called.
But that is Kamilah Jackson's money move. She uses her body as well as any post player we've seen this season. And if you leave her alone, this is one of the few times she's been left alone, Jim. Gets a one-on-one, she's gonna shrug you to the right, she's gonna spin back around to the left, and that up and under shot we have grown accustomed to seeing.
And on Murdoch, that is her second personal foul. Jackson at the line. Her shot does not go. Hawaii leads it 37-34. Smith can't penetrate on Campanero. Gets it to Murdoch. Fall away over Jackson. Sweet shot off the lane that time. 37-36. Hawaii by 1. Great comeback by Hawaii. They were down 19-8 at one point. Campanero's pass stolen away. And with it is Johnston out in front, being chased by Bello. She misses and says, are they going to count that? Yes, they did.
Yeah, she juggled it on her step and a half, so I guess it made it legal.
So it's 38-37. Quickly, Tagalakad, yes.
You know, Tagalakad's a field player. You know, you and I have watched enough games to see those types of special players. I get that sense with her. She has great touch on the basketball. She's in the right place. She's playing herself into basketball shape here as well, but tell you what, she's going to be a good one.
Tagalakad now with 7 points. Here's Murdoch. Outside, shot on the way and in. A three-pointer by Jordan Johnston.
Confusion, assignment confusion, if you will. Unguarded was Johnson.
Second three-pointer of the game. It's 41-39. Hawaii down by 2. Bello gets it in. Outside, shot on the way. That's in by Gaddis, who has just come into the game. Courtney Gaddis. That's her 8th three-pointer. She is 8 for 11 in three-point shots this season. And Hawaii crawls back into the lead, 42-41.
I was anticipating that substitution. Good substitution is going to be important from the coaching staff in the second half of the Rainbow Wahine as they're thin with only 9 and 2 players not in basketball shape yet, Jim.
Murdoch misses the shot. Campanero comes up with it, gives it to Jackson. Jackson twirls, goes to the hoop, gets it!
Guarantee you Eric Johnson will once again attract a little more attention defensively for Kamilah Jackson the next time down the floor, because they've left her alone twice and she's made them pay.
Smith against Campanero on the outside. That ball goes by. Van Riper Rose goes out of bounds, and Hawaii will control it, leading 44-41. 15-10 left to play in the game. There's a shot by Gaddis. Let's take a look at the mid-pack petroleum leaderboard. These are WAC teams ranked defensively. The Idaho Vandals, then the New Mexico State Aggies. Hawaii is 3rd, Utah State is 4th, and Fresno State is 5th. So that's how they rank now. They have not played each other yet. But that's against non-conference teams.
And the problem for the Rainbow Wahine, only averaging 57 points per game coming into this tournament, playing obviously heavy, difficult schedule early, but they're going to have to up their point output here over the next few tournaments, which they are.
Hawaii leads 44-41. Campanero from New York. That won't go.
Not to mislead you, she is actually from California, but that shot was definitely from New York.
Was from New York, yes.
You see the scoring by half. The Rainbow Wahine 15-9 came out red hot as they did last night. So some inspirational talk of the turnover, the steal by Campanero.
Tagalakad all the way, lays it up left-handed, won't go.
Watch the finesse here. The big girl going to switch it to her left hand, gets up in the air. Nice little finger roll. And you just get excited when you watch Tagalakad offensively. She does it all.
Foul is on Shell. That's her 4th. Tagalakad buckets from the free throw line. And she now has in this game 8 points. Kalei 11 points versus Portland State. She had 9 points in the first 9 minutes of her experience as a Rainbow Wahine. She has paid her dues. The grades were posted. She became eligible, and she played last night 46-41. Away with a 5-point lead. Johnston against Gaddis. Gets it down low to Michelle, out to Smith, back to Michelle. Michelle against the Kalei, puts it up, it twirls and comes back out again. Here's Campanaro. Campanaro with that fuel-efficient engine. The Kalei baseline drive, puts it up, went in, came back out again. Hard luck. Here's Smith coming up on the wing for Denver. Smith passing underneath, knocked away. Campanaro loses the ball to Murdoch. Murdoch surrounded by 4. Wahine.
A little sloppy here. Looks like both teams trying to catch their breath a little bit. In the meantime, some turnovers.
Smith, 3-point territory. To Johnston. Johnston puts it up. That's short. Long rebound comes off to Kalei. Campanaro accelerates. Gives it to Arbuckle. Won't take the shot. Kamilah Jackson, 3-point territory. Shot up to Kalei. Yes! That is a two-pointer. Two-pointer.
You gotta love the passing of the post players, both Arbuckle and Kamilah Jackson especially, being able to find their guards on the perimeter and their guards being able to drop them down.
Biggest lead of this game for Hawaii. They lead at 48-41. They're on a 10-0 run.
Find the perfect gift this season at Big Island Candies. Place your orders now to ensure delivery by Christmas. Order online at BigIslandCandies.com.
48-41. Hawaii not only has taken the lead, they have expanded it. And this is their biggest lead of this game.
You know, I'm surprised that Denver University has not chosen to double team Jackson in the second half. She had 7 points in the second half. She's had 5 quick ones. 7 in the first half. She's had 5 quick ones in the second.
Smith for 3. She hits. You leave her alone like that, she can hurt you. So Smith with her 11th triple of the season. And it's 48-44. On the perimeter, Arbuckle to Campanaro. The Kalei Jackson, here's Campanaro, 3-point territory. Good pass into Adolpho. Shot up to Kalei. That won't go, put back. Adolpho does go, and she's fouled.
But how do you leave her alone? I want you to remember now, if a ball went into Kalei Adolpho a year ago at Molokai High School, it never came out. Okay, so used to not having that support, particularly on the outside. She kicks it out. She is all alone for the offensive board. Good night.
So Michelle will go out, and Murdoch will come back onto the floor. Also, Shawnice Powell making her first appearance in this game, number 23, 5'6". Freshman, redshirt freshman out of Union City, California. It is now 51-44, and Adolpho has 5 points. This is Murdoch, Powell, and Riper Rose. The ball is put up underneath by Allison Janicek, also just into the game, number 42. The Kalei has her pass blocked, but blocked right back to her. And as she tried to put it in from the other side of the basket, she was fouled.
Her ability to penetrate is really going to help this team, and tried to dump that off. Maybe should have shot it from the get-go. Gets her own rebound.
I think it's a good move by the coach. Eric Johnson putting in players and then resting for the stretch. Although Murdoch is on the floor, and also then Riper Rose, who were starters. Kalei, no. Underneath it goes Johnston. And then Powell will bring it up.
You know, it's a confident move by Eric Johnson, that's for sure. It gives you confidence as a player. From behind, he's making substitutions.
Then Riper Rose misses the layup. Bello will bring it up on the wing. Kamilah Jackson looking for Adolpho. Adolpho down in the low post. She's watched down there by Janicek. They get it to Arbuckle. To the hoop in the lane. The ball won't crawl over the rim, but she does pick up the foul.
And Arbuckle has come out very active in the second half. She has struggled from the field, but she has been active on the boards.
Let's go inside the numbers presented by HMSA. 18 career double-doubles for Hawaii sophomore forward Kamilah Jackson. She has 5 for this season. And right now she has 13 points and 8 rebounds, 2 rebounds away from her 19th double-double of her career and her 6th for the season. Arbuckle is at the line.
She's done a nice job of making adjustments, you know, Jim. Triple team was coming. She made an adjustment in the half and started identifying the open players a little earlier, right? Once those triple teams and double teams come, if you don't identify them early, you're done. And she's really grown and matured as a player because she's going to get that type of attention all season.
Arbuckle's second shot will not go, and the ball is rebounded by Johnston. Here comes Denver. Denver is down 51-44. Much time, however, left to play in this game. Michelle gives it to Smith. Shot on the way. That does not go off the back of the rim by Shell. Fighting underneath. And we'll see what the call is.
Shell returned into the game with 4 personal fouls and only 7 fouls against, or 11 fouls, excuse me, against Denver. So she's got about a third of them.
Galikad with the foul. Shot up and in by Shell. Morgan Shell from Marble Falls, Texas. Averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds a game. At the free throw line, 79%.
The Galikad, that's her 3rd personal. They can ill afford to use her. She has been a scoring machine here.
The Galikad on the wing. Around the perimeter. Straight away, Bello! On net, perfect 3.
Kanisha Bello, when she holds that follow through, you get the sense that she's shooting with great confidence tonight from the get-go.
12 points for Bello. Last night, her career high 15. Smith looking down low. Coming out is Michelle. Smith works off the pick, gets it to Murdoch. She deposits the ball. 54-48, 10-21 left to play. Does Hawaii have enough gas to finish this game?
I'll tell you, you only have a couple players. You saw Gaddis come in for the first time in the second half. Great move underneath the block by Murdoch. Oh, what do you think of that?
Adolpho missed on the right side on the block. Came back out and she put it in from the left side. You talk about muscle. You talk about strength. Right here. Adolpho is going to be a force for this team down into the WAC season.
You know, she really loves this sport. When you play volleyball for 6 months in a row, this is like letting her out of her cage. She loves the contact. Loves to be able to run up and down the court. Only going to get better, just a freshman.
8 points now for Adolpho. Shell. Smith on the perimeter. Watched by Bello. Smith again working off the pick, goes around Adolpho. Murdoch with that fall away, left of the lane, no. Leaping rebound underneath by Arbuckle. Bello brings it up on the left wing. Adolpho gets in the lane, dumps it underneath. Shot is up and in by Kamilah Jackson.
Just making plays. Kalei Adolpho to Jackson.
Here's Murdoch. Murdoch against Jackson. Smith puts it up, not good. Foul called Adolpho. Smith will go to the line on Adolpho. That is her second personal foul. 59-48. Biggest lead by Hawaii in this game.
So you got to wonder if Rebecca Dew comes in to spell one of these post players, perhaps Gaddis on the perimeter, because you'd like to have your legs fresh with about 5 minutes left to go in this ball game. Got a little bit of a cushion here.
Smith again, no, misses. Adolpho chases it down on the baseline, gets it to Bello, and she will bring it up court.
Campanero is getting some rest though, Jim, as Bello's running the point.
Kamilah Jackson drops it off her Arbuckle. Back to Jackson, double teamed immediately. Shot up, Tagalakog, no. Ball comes off to Michelle. Smith will bring it up court, pushing it up against Bello. Michelle won't take the shot. Smith positions Michelle. Works off the pick, runs into Adolpho, cannot penetrate. Underneath for Murdoch, stolen away. Bello comes up on the right wing, 3 against 2. In the middle to Adolpho. Over her head, pass doesn't go. The ball goes out of bounds. And a foul will be called.
Called that offensive, and that's going to be the 4th if it's against Tagalakad.
And it is. So Tagalakad is yanked from the game. Campanero comes back in. Campanero, Bello. You have Adolpho, Arbuckle, and Jackson. Here's Smith. Shot up, and that will not go by Van Riper Rose. Campanero brings it back.
A little tussle underneath between Michelle and Jackson. It's going to be on Michelle, Jim.
So on Michelle, that is her second personal foul. And Jackson will be at the line. 59-48, Hawaii leading with 8:02 left to play in the game. What a performance by Hawaii to this point. Shot up and good.
And you're just shooting so much better. They're dominating the boards, and they've got some rhythm offensively. They started to execute offensively, and they've got a lot of options scoring-wise with this group.
Jackson with 16 points. She will now try for her 17th, make it 61-48. She does. So now Denver. Denver has to do something. Murdoch has come back onto the floor, replacing Michelle. Smith will bring the ball up court. Three-point territory. Johnston won't shoot, but shooting is Shell, and she hits the two-pointer, and it's 61-50. Hawaii leading by 11. Hawaii's inside game all of a sudden has become very effective. Arbuckle into Adolpho, stolen away. Adolpho steals it back. Stolen away again. Adolpho still after it, and they go out of bounds.
It's 6'2", Kalei Adolpho going to the floor.
Timeout has been called. 61-50. Hawaii by 11. Do they have enough?
Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. Gonna take a look at the freshman here, Kalei Adolpho, right in the front of the screen. She's got Murdoch on her back, squares up, makes a nice little move to her right, and watch Kamilah Jackson release away from her defender. Both defenders go to Adolpho, a wide open Kamilah Jackson for an easy 2. That's how it works, post to post.
7 minutes, 30 seconds left to play in the game. Hawaii leading Denver, coming from behind and establishing a solid lead. Johnston outside to Smith. Smith again working off that pick. Takes it deep, cannot put the ball up over Jackson. Murdoch gives it back to Smith, three-pointer too strong. Ball comes off to Jackson, loses it to Shell.
Got to defend a three here. That's what gets Denver back into this ball game. And Murdoch again on a little pick and roll. So good, the 1-2 game.
61-52. Good play by Smith, showing her distributive qualification. Here's Bello, three-point territory. Adolpho, great pass underneath to Jackson. Won't fall. Jackson again, yes.
You know, I love the way she does that a lot. Misses that first shot and gets her own board.
Here's Murdoch. Outside to Johnston. Back to Murdoch against Adolpho. Hooks it up and crawls in. So 2 more points for Murdoch. 63, Hawaii 54. Denver, 24 points for Murdoch. Murdoch's best performance of the season, 28 against Wyoming.
For Jackson,
and another foul.
She gets lucky there, Jim, as a double team came and she didn't identify it quickly enough.
.558 left. That is the 5th personal foul on Shell. And he is gone, she is gone, and the pep band is singing Aloha Ola.
Nice tone, by the way, perfect pitch. Remember now, Quincy Noonan, the second leading scorer on this team, the sophomore, went down on her wrist and has only played 10 minutes, hasn't returned here in the second half, and now Shell is gone. So getting pretty thin is head coach Eric Johnson and the Lady Pioneers.
63 for Hawaii, 54 for Denver. At the line will be Kamilah Jackson. Jackson with 19 points. She will try to give Hawaii a double-digit lead. She does. .20 points now for Kamilah Jackson. She has 9 rebounds, 1 more rebound, and she'll have another double-double, her 19th of her career, her 6th for the season. Second shot is up, no good, but she gets the rebound. Shot up by Adolpho is in. Now, if they count that rebound, that's a double-double. 66-54, Hawaii out by 12, and that is double-double. Number 19 for her career, number 6 for the season. Underneath, stolen away by Jackson. To Arbuckle, to Campanaro, and things are going swimmingly for the home team right now with 5:26 left. And Hawaii up by 12.
Especially on the boards, a decided 40-27 edge for the Wahine, kind of like a big offensive line. They're wearing them down.
Adolpho, banker, goes. That's a Molokai shot. That's also an endorphin shot. And that is a double-double performance for Adolpho. 12-11, 12 points, 11 rebounds. In fact, they both got their double-doubles on the same play. We'll explain it to you. Here's Smith, 68-54, Hawaii. Murdoch. Back out, Smith, three-pointer on the way, not good. That was way offline, and they ran out of time. Things are not going well for Denver. Here's the play that we were talking about, 2 double-double performances.
Jackson needed the rebound.
Right there. And Adolpho needed the basket, and she got that, all on the same play. Hello, 2 double-double performances.
They knew it. It was a set. It was 4.
That's
called out 4.
That's the highest.
Get your rebound, I get my points.
The highest example of efficiency. Campanaro drops it off for Adolpho. 4:21 left to play in the game. Around the perimeter, Campanaro brings it out in front. Adolpho. That's offensive. So a foul against Adolpho. That's her 3rd. 4:09 left to play. Do you see the contact?
You know, she's made some good decisions tonight, and that's the hardest thing as a freshman, is making the right decision and not taking yourself out of your game by thinking about it too much.
Michelle back into the game for Denver. Van Riper rose for three. No good, off the back of the rim. Adolpho with a rebound. Another rebound for Adolpho. That's rebound number 12. 12 points, 12 rebounds. 68-54. Campanero directing traffic out in front against Smith. Gives it to Bello. 13 seconds on the shot clock to get it in to Jackson. Here's Bello again for three. That is offline. Bringing the ball up court is Smith. Smith gets to the baseline, puts it up. No good. Too strong off the glass. Adolpho is there with the rebound. Campanero flies into the front court. Bounce pass underneath to Bello. That will go.
Best we've seen them all season. The best stretch we've seen all season long right here. They're good in their half-court offense. They're good on the run, and they are good on the boards.
Can't ask for more than that. 70-54, Hawaii in a frolic over Denver.
Again, you know, you want to finish these games up polished. You don't want to get sloppy at the end of this. I think they're looking to be fouled, but you can't always anticipate that.
Let me bring up this. This is a team that was in the doldrums. I mean, they were 2-7 going into this tournament. And so you had defeat after defeat after defeat. It starts to work on you when you're in a position to win. You don't win cleanly because you don't know how. That experience hasn't been there. You agree, disagree?
Oh, I totally agree. And I've been impressed with the way they've come out in the second half because of that. You know, they're oftentimes, they've been down in that first half a little bit. And you get better at it when you win. There's no doubt about it.
Ball is inbounded. Shot up by Smith in the deep corner. That won't go. Adolpho with yet another rebound, and she is fouled. They tried to build a house around her.
You can always tell the volleyball players, the basketball players, I should say, that also play volleyball, very springy, very quick jumpers. They'll go, remember Hedy Liu used to be that way, a great high school basketball player, and of course a former Rainbow Wahine basketball player, but played volleyball as well, and they just jump, jump, jump.
Adolpho was an all-around super athlete for the Farmers of Molokai High's Division II Basketball State Championships.
Had a chance to get to know her. She played volleyball with my daughter, and just an outstanding individual.
Shot up and not good by Van Riper Rose. Here's Campanero. She'll run out the time. Hawaii will win it. And Hawaii will win it decisively. In a very exciting way. Coming back from a deficit, they were down 18-9. And they came back from that, able to close to 3. And then all of a sudden in the second half, they took off and ran away. And they win it decisively, 78-64 over Denver. And Hawaii is now 4-7. But more important than that, perhaps, they are 2-0 in this tournament, and they're in a position to win this tournament. That's saying something for this team because it is a different team. It is playing on a different level. So tomorrow night we'll be right back at you, and we hope that you'll be right there to watch it with us. Hawaii against UC Davis from the Stan Sheriff Center. Tonight, it's all celebratory. Hawaii winning over Denver. Let's go over to Howard Dachevsky. Howard.
All righty, thank you, Jim. Here with Coach Dana talk our ideas. Obviously, you went into the half set, come out and shoot about 64%.
I tell you, what an adjustment. None of the coaches did anything. It was all the players, and we're so pleased that that they came out in the second half to seal the win.
Obviously, a lot of energy. It started with some good defense. And again, we talked about the addition of Kalei and Vicky. That's about 20 some odd points that you didn't have a week or so ago.
Not only was it great points that we didn't have a week ago, it's called rebounds. And Kalei does it effortlessly. It's amazing that just a week ago she played volleyball, but I'm so proud of our team that we responded in the second half to pull out this win.
We talked in the pregame show about sometimes it's difficult when you try to mesh in new players 10 games into a season. What is the whole attitude as a whole of this team welcoming these two players on board?
I think whenever you get two new players in mid-season, it injects some enthusiasm and energy, and everyone has been welcoming to these two new players, but I think more importantly, they have worked themselves in to be a part of the unit. So the chemistry is there, and it looks like an exciting time for Wahine basketball.
Fun time and an opportunity now to win a tournament tomorrow night. Coach, good luck to you. All right, congratulations on the victory. Jim, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Howard. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of this game. For Denver, Caitlin Murdoch had 30. That's the best she's done all season long. She had 3 rebounds and 3 blocks. And for Hawaii, the newcomer, Kalei Adolpho, a double-double performance, 14 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kamilah Jackson with her 19th career rebound, or rather career double-double, and also her 6th double-double of the season. Hawaii wins it 78-64. The Galikad also in double figures with 11. Bello had 14. Campanaro had 11. It was just a terrific performance by the Rainbow Wahine.
No doubt about it. You've got 5 players in double figures. Haven't seen that in a long time. And points in the paint, 30 points in the paint. Got to be thrilled if you're a Rainbow Wahine fan watching potentially going into a championship game tomorrow night, got a tournament coming up, but down the road looking into a WAC season where they may be much more successful than the 4th place finish that they are picked in the preseason.
That'll do it for us. Hawaii wins it 78-64 over Denver. Coming up, the post-game report.
Back with Wahine basketball reaction, and Kalei Adolpho, fresh off the Wahine volleyball team, looking like she's in mid-season form. 15 rebounds, 14 points. Nani, that's a difference maker.
She was just a spark plug off the bench, and she looked like she was in mid-season form. Truly, I don't know. I'm just so proud of this Hawaiian over here.
Well, you say this Hawaiian over here because she's joined us here after the game, and we talked to you a few months ago asking you about your first start as a Wahine volleyball player. Now you're a couple games into your basketball career. What was it like, and how's it feel to be out here continuing on?
Feels great. Feels nice to be playing again. It feels like I'm slowly getting back into it, getting into a rhythm, and I'm just really enjoying myself, and I'm happy to be playing.
It just looked like it flowed really easy for you. Was that the way that it felt? Or, did it take the first game last night to get in there? Because you look good tonight. You looked really good, I have to say.
Oh, thanks. I don't think I felt that good. But definitely every day, the practices I had, the game, just feels like it's getting easier. Don't have to think as much about everything. There's definitely times where I do feel kind of like jerky, hesitant, not real fluent, but I feel better. Like
she's natural. Better. She's a natural athlete.
She's a natural, yeah. How difficult or how easy is it? You come off a very long, successful campaign with the Wahine volleyball team, and then you join a team that they've all been working together and building their own rhythm, and you come in. Is there a little bit of apprehension, or did they welcome you from the first get-go?
They're very welcoming. Everyone's real nice. Although, there's just things that come with time. And I felt like I was kind of missing just the things that come with time. Not anything to do with anyone or anything like that. But the time that I had with them, it definitely, everything's just, I'm catching up quickly, it feels like.
Yeah, looks like it too.
Yeah, you sat on the bench for I think it was the second tournament. You watched them struggle, and now to be playing with a chance to win a championship in this tournament, how does that feel for you?
It feels great. It feels great to be able to contribute, not just to sit on the side and you can do what you can do from the side, and you just live with what you can do. But to be on the court and to really contribute just feels good.
Well, it's good to watch you. You made a lot of fans on the Terraflex, and now you're making a lot of fans on the hardwood. Congratulations to Kalei Adolpho. Good game. Again, 15 rebounds, 14 points, helping to lead the Wahine to victory. We'll be back with her teammate, Kanisha Bello. When we come back, you're watching Wahine Basketball Reaction from the Stanley. Back at the Stan Sheriff Center, the Wahine victorious tonight, thanks in part to the hot hand of this young lady right here. Kanisha Bello got things started early in the first half. 2 of 4 from three-point range. In the end, 14 points for her team, and she looked very good, Megan, out there.
She did a great job, especially from the three-point line. I know, a couple tournaments ago, she was struggling a little bit with her shot, but definitely came back with it.
Came back tonight, looked good, and Niche, as she likes to be called by her friends, and we're friends. Welcome, aloha to you. How much fun was it out there? And you guys have won 3 in a row. Winning becomes fun, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable to come out night after night, doesn't it?
Yes, I think it was a great team effort. We put in a lot of work at practice, and it showed on the court. And we just had an awesome time on the court, so I felt good.
So, I mean, like I had mentioned, last tournament you were struggling a little bit with your shot, and I know how that is. I mean, shooters go through slumps.
Yes.
But what did you do in the off time to kind of get back and really come out for this tournament?
I put in the extra work. I came in after school and stuff like that. So I knew that I had an awesome shot. So I just kept on shooting and sticking up shots, and I knew it would fall in the end.
Let's talk about the changing complexion of this team. Obviously, we just talked to Kalei Adolpho. Her and Vicky both kind of entering and starting with the team this weekend in this tournament. What's it been like for the team, and how is it to all of a sudden have 2 players join you 10 games into a campaign?
Well, I played with them in high school, so it was just like having another player on the court. So it's an awesome thing to have 3 of us from here to be able to play for this school. It's a good thing.
So what about tomorrow? I mean, you guys definitely have a chance to win this tournament. So preparing for tomorrow, how are you guys going to, what do you guys need to do to win?
We just have to keep on doing the things that we've been doing, and I think we'll be good tomorrow.
All righty. Well, good luck to you tomorrow, Kanisha Bello,
Thank
or
you.
Niche. I'm sorry, because we're all friends here now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Again, good game for her, good game for the Wahine. They win it tonight, and tomorrow an opportunity to play for the championship of this Chevron Wahine Shootout, this preseason tourney. We'll be back with more from the Stan Sheriff Center. You're watching Wahine Basketball, the post-game show on OC Sports. Back at the Stan Sheriff Center, where the Wahine victorious, 78-64. Look at the final stats. Megan Tinnan, what jumps out at you as you look at the numbers here?
Well, being a shooter, I think the three-point field goals definitely sticks out. 6 for 14. Definitely an improvement from the past couple tournaments. So,
For me, the rebound advantage, they got a huge rebounding advantage, and that has a lot to do with Kalei, being inserted into the lineup with 15 rebounds. So I think if they can keep it up, if they could keep the inside-outside game going, it's going to be hard to beat them tomorrow.
So tomorrow night against UC Davis, and we got to point out that it's been a great year for University of Hawaii athletics against UC Davis. After the UNLV football game, that was a bad game on the road. The football team played UC Davis, won easily. The men's basketball team beat them. So I guess tomorrow the trifecta for the tournament. You expect the Wahine to come out and continue what they built on tonight?
I hope so, and I do expect them to come out, be more aggressive, be focused, and actually get a win. I mean, I think it will be the first tournament championship in a while.
So. Yeah. I don't know if we won one when I was here. That was about 5 years, so.
Yeah, and you were saying you feel the same thing. This is certainly their tournament to win.
This is definitely their tournament. I mean, they should win tomorrow.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Hopefully tomorrow will pan out the way our 2 experts have it. We will be back here at 6:30 with Wahine basketball action as we get things going. Tip-off tomorrow around about 7 o'clock as it's the second game of a 2-game bill here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Once again, a reminder tonight, the final score 78-64, Wahine win. For Megan Tin and Nani Cockett, Jim Leahy, and Lori Santee, and the entire crew here at Oceanic Time Warner Cable. Howard Deshevsky saying aloha on behalf of everybody here at OC Sports. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Back at the Stan Sheriff Center again, unfortunately, the Wahine on the short end of this game tonight. The Aggies of UC Davis walk away with the Chevron Wahine shootout. But earning outstanding honors for this tournament with another double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds, is Kamilah Jackson of the Wahine, who joins us now. And Kamilah, first of all, aloha, congratulations to you. I know it's not exactly the way you want to win an MVP of a tournament, but let's talk about the positives of what you and this team take out of this tournament. You won 2 games and you led this one all the way down to the final stretch.
We know that we can play with teams, and we just have to do the defensive end part of it by following our scouting report, by getting up on shooters and just boxing out and not letting them go back door.
Congratulations, Kamilah. Your first MVP, right?
Yes.
This season. You've been all tournament the past 2 tournaments. But tell me, what are you going to do for the holidays? Are you flying back home, or what are you planning on doing?
No, I'm actually spending the break in paradise, so that's great.
Nice. In the gym?
More like the weight room, but that's always fun too.
Now, Coach says she's going to give you guys actually the holiday off. As a team, though, when you guys look at yourself, do you want to kind of get in there? Do you want to keep on shooting? And are you starting to feel a groove that you want to kind of maintain with the WAC tournament just around the corner?
We're definitely not taking every day off, because I would just make of what we worked for just go down the drain. So we're definitely going to stay in the gym and in the weight room.
Yeah, my apologies. Didn't mean the WAC tournament, but the WAC season. If there's 1 or 2 things that you look at that you say more than any, this is where we need to focus on, what are the 1 or 2 specific points where you want to see this team go in the next couple weeks?
Just by coming out strong in the second half and maintaining the tempo that we had throughout the game. So just also with just defense and just following the assignments that the coach gives us.
Now tell me about the second half. Last game, you guys came out beautifully. You guys were on it, but it seemed like you guys reverted back to the last 2 tournaments where you guys came out slow in the second half. Tell me what kind of changes need to be made in the locker room for you guys to jump on that second half.
It definitely was us. The coaches can make all the changes they want, but if we come out slow, that's definitely our fault. So us as a team, we just have to continue to come out strong in the second half.
Well, congratulations on your MVP. Celebrate the holidays. Enjoy your Christmas. Congratulations. We'll see you back at it in about a week or so.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
All right, Kamilah, thank you very much. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with more, some final thoughts, and wrap this one up from the Stan Sheriff Center, where, again, the Wahine falling short to the Aggies, 62-57 the final. All right, back looking at the final numbers between the Wahine and UC Davis. Let's talk about some of the things that jump out. I know one of the big numbers, look at the right side, that first bar in gold, 10 of 22 from the free throw line from the Wahine. If you want to look at a place where we need to improve, certainly that's the spot.
It's strange because the first couple tournaments, they were doing really good in the free throws. And then all of a sudden, they start winning games, and it seems like they're not doing as well from the free throw line. It's I know it's frustrating. They're probably really frustrated with that. So I think over break, that's something they need to work on.
Yeah, you're not going to win any tournaments shooting 10 of 22. I don't know. They out-rebounded, they outshot UC Davis, but I think it was the lack of energy.
We all kind of saw in the end of that first half, we saw UC Davis go on an 11-0 run, a 9-0 run, and you can kind of see them. They were getting really chippy. You watch their bench. They were all very much into it. The Hawaii bench, it was the complete opposite, and it never really changed much in that second half.
Just like Nani said, no energy. It was just no one was excited. And I question the leadership, because I know last year, as a leader, as a captain, you need to get the team fired up. When you're down, that's your role to bring everyone into the game, and I think that was kind of lacking. And I know that Arbuckle isn't as talkative as maybe other players on the team, but I think that's something she needs to get more comfortable with.
Yeah, I think they really need to find somebody to be the motivator, the one to pump everybody up, to get everybody refocused. They don't have that right now. Arbuckle is just, she's on the floor just leading by example, and Gaddis is, on the bench, although she came in and, had some good productive minutes, but yet they need somebody who's constantly on the floor to rally them.
And a good point, like Kamilah said, the coaches can say what they want, they can motivate them, but at the end of the day, 5 players on the court at that given moment, and even the folks on the bench, it's got to come from within as a player, true?
And heart, it's heart. I mean, losing is frustrating, and I'm sure they're frustrated, and they finally were, winning some games, and now it's like kind of, starting to go down a little bit. And I hope that the next tournament is a little bit better.
All right, well, let's all hope so, too. We got a little Christmas break for everybody to kind of regroup and feel a little bit of the joy of the season, and I hope you both get to do the same. I want to thank you, Nani Cockett, Megan Tinnen, and of course Jim Leahy and Lori Santee on the sideline. And from all of us here at OC Sports, we wish you the very happiest of holidays. A Merry Christmas, and we'll see you back here before New Year's for both the Wahine and then the men. They have, of course, their Diamond Head Classic. That's on that little network out of Bristol, Connecticut. But we'll be back before the new year to be with you. Till then, everybody, Howard Dashevsky saying aloha from everybody here at OC Sports.